My name is NiChualladh. I work for Post. I'm one of their solicitors and I work in the area of regulation and regulatory law, specifically data protection, competition law and communications regulation. If you are using personal data and you're using big data, personal or non-personal, the most important thing is to explain to your staff who are using this what it is that they're using. They're using bits of people. Data is bits of people, and that's why people get so emotional and so defensive about the use by big companies and big business of their data without their alleged permission. And the most important thing is to explain to your staff that, this is what we do, this is how we want to handle the data. This is what we will do if anyone gets a handle on our data or accesses it in an illegal way. So for example, do your staff know how to protect the data? It isn't just encryption that will protect the data. It is the fact that your staff know how to handle a response incident. So if you're hacked, most people know that they have an obligation in some form or other to contact the Data Protection Commissioner, but this is a theft, so contact the guards as well. So you need to be just use common sense and train people, explain it. Don't take for granted that people know what to do, because that's certainly not going to help you when you're being investigated for having a data breach. We all have a responsibility to look after ourselves, even our digital selves and our online selves. In the same way that you look after yourself physically to the extent that you can, you don't put yourself in harm's way, don't put your digital self in harm's way. And this means that sometimes you have to do things that you don't want to do. For example, we don't always want to go to the gym and to keep fit, but we do it. In the same way, we don't always want to read those terms and conditions. We're like, oh, I agree, just click, click, click. I want the game, or I want the app, or I want this, and I'm fine. Take a moment and read what it is that you're actually getting for free. Because this is a transaction. You are trading with the provider of the app, with the provider of the game, with the provider of the service. You need to understand what that trade is. What are you giving up to get the thing for free? And if you just have a quick look, if you're downloading an app and see the permissions before you can get to install, they'll ask you to have a read of the permissions. Ask yourself, what do those things mean? What does access to caller ID actually mean? What do they mean that they need access to media files? Is it okay? Is it not okay? Do you understand what that means? If you don't understand, then don't install. Consumers really need to understand that they have a responsibility to protect themselves. The law is there to help them. The law is there to help protect their data through regulating other companies. But they also have an obligation to protect themselves. And they are the strongest defense against misuse of their data.